Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats. The curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. And already we're underway here. Well, down the years, of course, Argentina have produced some of the greatest striking talent ever, and Gabriel Batistuta embodies that.
Yeah, he does. And in terms of out-and-out goal-scoring centre-forwards, I can't recall much better.
So you fancy him to score today?
I would think there's an extremely good chance.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. Nicely weighted ball. Luis Suarez. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hazard. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good move. Up he goes! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
England are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Fernandez. Searching pass he's played there. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Fernandez. And this is Luis Suarez. Kaká gets into a good position. And he's managed to get free. Howson clears it away. Threads one in. Now it's Batistuta.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Across. Kaká can see things others simply cannot. That's good running with the ball. Can he get it through? Well, that is one way to stop him. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact...
Oh, what a climb! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Alexander-Arnold. Fernandez. Can he latch on to this? Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, and it's played into the middle. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Kaká. Alexander-Arnold. Ødegaard. Oh, that's a key interception. Now he's off and running. And no, that was never going to make it. Alexander-Arnold. Rijkaard. And Serginho. Now he's got space here. Beckham. Lam. Ibrahimovic might just make this. Roberto Carlos. He gets big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Alexander-Arnold. Ibrahimovic. That's going to go a long way. Referee's given a throw. Tries to dink it through. Brilliantly cut out. Played into space. Chips it through. That's been cut out, well played. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That's a nicely weighted pass. Out of play for a throw. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Ødegaard. Serginho could try cutting inside here. Luis Suarez. And it's Rijkaard. It's a searching pass. Serginho wins the duel this time. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Good running, strong and purposeful. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Quick reminder today, please have your entry tickets at hand as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And this is Batistuta. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That is a brilliant interception. Kaka. And it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, cracking ball. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Looking for options for move. And a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He can get that clear. And it's played forward. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's intervened well there. And he's heaved it away.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And this is Roberto Carlos.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Oh, it's come loose!
Such good technique.
Kaka puts a cross in.
The attendance for this match was 71,649.
Ibrahimovic. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Kaká receives it in a good position here. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. That's an imaginative pass. He's found a way through. Lovely bit of skill. Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Kaká, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And it's Lahm. Ambitious ball here. They've got a corner here.
Substitution on the field.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Number 22, Erdegaard. Number 7, Hazard.
And the keeper
Number
beats it
9,
away.
Batistuta. Number 8,
England still have the cards to affect this game.
coming on the
Yeah, and I
field.
think if you're looking for
Number
change in a
37,
tight game like this, Peter,
Erdegaard.
it's all about getting the
Number
timing right.
13, Conte. Number 15, Isco.
Tries to
Number
pass it
21,
through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's onside.
19, McAllister. Substitution.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Isco. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. It's gone out for a throw-in. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Isco. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Roberto Carlos fired deep towards the back post. Oh, what has happened here? And he shoots! They want to be quick to recover this. He's found a way past. Lahm has been caught there, it's a foul. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Chelsea are down to 10 men.
England really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Not the most accurate pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Alexander-Arnold.
There will be 1 minute added
That
time.
pass isn't the best. And back to the keeper. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway.
Robert Pires is another outstanding attacking midfield talent, one of the finest of his generation.
Yeah, and pretty prolific for a wide player, actually. Gets his fair share of goals.
Yeah, he has a poetry in motion grace about his game and can truly conjure up some magical footwork.
Beckham goes steaming forward. And this is Bale. He has found the way through. Bale's cross. Figo, played out wide. Strong running down that left flank. Bale!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckenbauer chooses to go crossfield. That's been cut out, well played. And it's Beckham.
There they go, hunting again.
Over to the left. And here's Batistuta.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Bale. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Beckham. Tries to pass it through. Brilliantly cut out. Short changes him with that pass. Nicely weighted ball. Delivers with... He gets big! And he's heaved it away. Could move up a gear here. Denilson. That's a cute ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Nesta. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Chiellini. Barcelona trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Tries to dink it through. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Perez. Batistuta. For Olise. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lovely pass, but can he get there? O'Shea has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Olise. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Ball's gone out of play. Costa Curta. And it's O'Shea. Perez. Oh, that's superb. There's the shot! Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Lam. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Kiatisuk is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Makaleli. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, whistle's gone. Now then. So a big chance now from 12 yards. So this the chance to fire his team in front. 1-0, never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
England have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up goal for the hosts.
I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Roberto Carlos gets a good foot in there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Lam is always looking to play quality balls. He's well positioned here. That has not gone well. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, every now and again we get a bit lucky, Peter, don't we? And this is an absolute treat. A tremendous spectacle for the neutrals, but a bit of a nightmare for the fans and two managers.
England head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. That gets things going for the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, what a climb! They've done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Alessandro Costa-Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Beckham! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Beckham standing over it.
Yeah, it may not seem important, but it is. I think the first corner can always set the tone.
And the shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
England have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
No, it's come to nothing. He won't be happy with that one. Bale. England leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Havertz. Nicely weighted ball. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. It's Morata! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Rice. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, well measured. Ibrahimovic! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. And it's Lahm. Makalele kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, easy pickings there. Morata.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Corner given. Great chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Cleared without complication. Figo. Tchouaméni cuts it out. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Havertz. Makalele. Beckham is one whose deliveries we all know about. Pass somewhat off target. He can run onto that. Havertz. And this is Morata. Morata unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Makalele can see things others simply cannot. And he was quick to react. Roberto Carlos. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Figo does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Roberto Carlos going full tilt down the left.
England really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Big chance, corner. Arsenal have their second corner now. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Beckenbauer. Arsenal finding their passes. Figo. And that's put paid to a promising move.
There will be 1 minute
Havertz.
added time.
Beckham is always scanning the pitch for targets. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
England happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we're off again.
England really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Makalele goes steaming forward. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Ferdinand calmly anticipates. They get a throw in.
England couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Chouameni cuts out the pass. Well read, nice interception. Now he's got space here. That's beautifully weighted. He's free, he has got space. Havertz, well timed, excellent interception. Chouameni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rice. And no, that was never going to make it. And here's Mbappe. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Deep cross. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Mbappe, takes the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
Looking for the run, always onto this. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
No, that's been intercepted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And he shoots! Beckham. Looking for options for movement. And he's well positioned here. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Great vision. That's been cut out, well played.
England clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Figo. Havertz. Now that looks a decent ball. Bale is onto it in a flash. Havertz. And it's Rice. And here's Morata. Can he get on the end of this? Havertz. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. England still ahead by the game's only goal. Now it's Bale. Now it's Beckham. Oh, no joy this time. Maradona. That has been cut short. Saliba gets across to intercept that. 5 minutes left on the clock.
That's a modern defender's instinct.
He gets big! Roberto Carlos. Oh, what a climb! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 13.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Coming on the field,
Engages and forces him off the ball. That has not gone well.
number 6.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. And that will be it. England can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
England really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan clubs.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Japan.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add, and it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullback...
Bullish header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Ibrahimovic, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now. There's the header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. He's a sharp little ball here. Alexander-Arnold. And he plays one through. Great ball, and he's in. Shot, surely! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Serginho stood his ground strongly. Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Beckham tries making a foray down the right. Oh, that's a key interception. Rodri. That's a little off target. Quarter of an hour played. Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Beckham. Bale. Nice-looking ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Chooses to go cross-field. Serginho goes on a run down the left wing. Played in by... Big header! Heads it again, but still no joy.
Arsenal really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. That is a great pick out. And the finish! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Japan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Messi. And this is Luis Suarez. Messi, well read, and the danger is averted.
Rijkaard.
Rodri. In with the challenge. Oh, good-looking ball. Just eases him off the ball. Now, can they get him away? Tries to pass it through. Robertson. Here's Rodri. Robertson. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Now the cross, he rises! And that has left him in a heap. Oh, that's delightful.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Bale, and he's managed to get free, delivered in. And that is expertly dealt with.
Rijkaard.
And it's Serginho. He has found the way through. Serginho. Oh, such a clever touch. Serginho receives it in a wide position. Gullit is always scanning the pitch for targets. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. And this is Beckham. It's Bale! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely. Some first half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Japan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And the game... Oh no, what has happened here? He's on it, can he get away? Cannavaro. Here's Rodri. Great vision. And this is Ibrahimovic. And this is Luis Suarez. Messi. There's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that...
He's got full. Alexander-Arnold. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gullit. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Arsenal finding their passes. Serginho has it in a wide... Up he goes! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Van der Sar herring after the ball here. Very nicely done. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Thuram, always oh, terrible pass.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And this is Beckham! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Pirlo. Bale. And it's Beckham. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Aimed beyond the defence. And it's Robertson. That'll be a throw-in.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 27, Serginho. Number 18,
Right card.
Number 23,
Trying to get out of a very sticky situation.
Number 8, Cannavaro. Number 6,
Alexander-Arnold.
Desai.
Bale gets a
Coming
foot
on
in
the
here.
field, Number 9, Donadoni. Number
Robertson.
14,
And
Batistuta.
Donadoni.
Number 17, Mateus.
And this is
Number
Ibrahimovic.
3, Aresi.
And the assistant
Number
referee
10,
has his flag raised
Nesta.
for offside. He's had it taken off him. Thuram. Bale, a player who needs no introduction. Beckham. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, it's Batistuta. Batistuta picks it up out wide. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's clever. Thinks about the shot. Oh, shooting chance! Rijkaard. And it's Rodri. And this is Batistuta. Now it's Donadoni. Can he get on the end of this? Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. That is good alertness. Ibrahimovic is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Luis Suarez. Mateus. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, well cut out. They're marching for error. And Messi! And how did he not make it 4?
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And now they can spring out of defence. Donadoni running with the ball. Knocks it into space. Donadoni, he's found a way through. Donadoni plays it in. Hullet. Beckham. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that is it. The referee has seen enough. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win. They will...